Okay, part 5 of going through the different laws that passed on July 1st in 2022 this year. There were 150 of them. This time I went through like my degree, my passion, what I'm studying, the environment, and I found this bill, House Bill number 909, right? And this is about local pollution control programs, and this was such a bizarre excerpt, right? It says, notwithstanding this section or any existing local pollution control programs, the Secretary of Environmental Protection has exclusive jurisdiction in setting standards or procedures for evaluating environmental conditions and assessing liability for the presence of contaminants on land classified as agricultural and being converted to non-agricultural use, right? What is this, right? So I don't know if anyone remembers from my previous video where they passed a law where they can now build residential homes as long as 10% is affordable on non-residential land. So now the Secretary of Environmental Protection has exclusive jurisdiction over this area. I was like, there's got to be something funky with him. So I look him up, and he was the interim secretary that was covering Piney Point and has a bachelor's degree in computer science and was handling public affairs for the EPA of Florida, or the DEP, which is what they call the Florida Environmental Protection Agency. And the crazy thing is, get this. So Ron DeSantis appointed him. Normally he needs a confirmation from the cabinet, which includes Nikki Fried. Nikki Fried was like, he did not do this. Like, we do not, there's not a consensus. And he was like, bet, right? And so as I'm going through the other laws, I found one that's on Senate Bill number 1658 on appointing the Secretary of Environmental Protection. And it says, the head of the Department of Environmental Protection shall be a secretary who shall be appointed by the governor with concurrence of 3 members of the cabinet or subject to confirmation by the Senate. So they just changed the laws because they did not agree that he should be the secretary of the DEP. And it says here, if the governor seeks the concurrence of 3 members of the cabinet for appointment, blah, 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 blah. Those are, so basically he gets to choose whether or not he wants to go to the Senate and ask for approval or go to his cabinet and ask for approval. What? I know, this is crazy. So he just changed the laws because the Senate has a majority backing him because of the gerrymandering. And now this random dude that he just appointed as the Secretary of EP is going to be the one that is going to be approving what contaminants are when he only has a computer science degree.